Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Infinite Nikki. It is now time to see about doing a lot of the side stuff now. Hopefully we'll get through the Shop of the Abundance, fun to play, and so on and so forth if there's anything else. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Here we are, Shop of Abundance I believe. Come check out our stock. Needles, threads, mats, cushion, baskets, mirrors, combs. You want it? We have it. Artist Nikki, why not check out my stall if you still have the time? If there's something you need, just tell me and I'll find the one best suited for you. I specifically stocked up on some rare materials for the Yin Yuan festival, not to sell them, but to encourage meaningful connections. I don't really care for all the fuss around Yin Yuan's gifts. Bring me something if you want. I'll give you something in return as proof of our bond. Let's see. Exchange. Hopefully I have enough. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, looks like we're all good. Alright, that takes care of that. Get some more goodies there. Alright, another check mark there. Let's go ahead and work on the fun to play now. Let's see, let me just take a look at the drifting leisurely. Right, 3 bamboo rafts, so there's 3 of them. Good to know, I have to keep my eyes open for that then. What do I want to work on now? Might as well just start with all the side quests. A mysterious resident of Bamboo Grove. Hello, what's going on over here? Hey, there are actually people living in that house in the Bamboo Grove. I knocked on the door and the old man inside started muttering and being all mysterious. He says he's waiting for someone who can restore the natural order of things and that the key is that ink-transformed cart by his doorstep. But it's all turned ink. What could it possibly be? I just don't understand. Oh, well we can fix that. There we go. Whee! Alright, we found the house. Yes, it is me. I have arrived to save the day. 10 years. A full 10 years. I never thought this day would truly arrive. Young lady, would you kindly tell this old man your name? My name is Nikki. May I ask who you are, sir? Also, what do you mean by restore the natural order of things? You're Nikki? Ah, that does make sense. A full decade has passed, and the little girl who once hid behind Sui Yang Hang would have grown into a beautiful young lady by now. Again, where is this other Nikki? My name is Zhao Ziwei. I used to play Go with your teacher. Now I'm just a recluse who rarely leaves home. As for your second question, Nikki, I know of only one person with the power to restore the natural order of things on Danqing Island, and that person is you. But I only acquired this ability by chance. I don't understand how it could be the one, or what exactly this order is that I'm supposed to restore. Forgive me, but I can't elaborate any further right now. However, if you want to understand everything, you'll need to retrieve something from me first. Yeah. Y'all know how this goes. Sir, if I may, what's so special about this item you want me to retrieve? The object itself is nothing special. The process of retrieving it, however, is. Consider it a small test I've designed for the one who restored the natural order of things. If that's the case, then let me give it a try. Once I return, please tell me the whole story. Of course, when the time comes, I will tell you everything I know. For now, you will need to head straight forward from this house. Not far from here, you'll find a wooden hut. Once there, you'll know exactly where to go and what to retrieve. Alright, if you say so, sir. Is it this tea set, maybe? Nikki, there's a letter inside the umbrella. Let's see what it says. Letter paper with a short poem. Beneath the shed sits a jar, and in the jar an umbrella lies. I take it home with ease. What fear have I of wind or rain? Then comes a whisper, soft and clear. A treasure waits atop the height. Tread a pathway high and tight, and there beholds a wondrous sight. It's a poem, I think, and a guide as well. The first line says, now that we found the umbrella, we should take it back to Mr. Zhao's place. I'm more interested in the second half, because treasure. Does it mean there's treasure hidden near Mr. Zhao's place? Is that what he wants us to retrieve? That doesn't make sense. If the item is near his place, why did he make us come all this way? Nikki, do you think he's messing around with us? Judging from his tone, I don't think he's playing a trick on us. I still want to believe he'll keep his promise and tell us exactly what's going on. As for the line, tread a pathway high and tight, the old man's house is by a cliff. I remember seeing several walkways along inside. Maybe it's telling us to go up the cliff and take a look. Then let's go. I'm really curious what could be up there. Wonder what could be inside. A wooden crate containing go pieces. Okay then. I mean, it seems like it's very important to him. Sir, we brought the item you asked for. It's a set of go, right? Yes, that's it. You truly do have the power to restore things that have turned to ink. Perhaps the natural order of Danqing Island can finally be restored as well. Oh, I've already taken care of that, sir. Are you referring to the strange happenings on Danqing Island? You mean you haven't heard? All the missing people have returned. What? Is that true? Absolutely. Uncle Mang, Miss Dang, and Miss Fang, Xiao Zi. Everyone has returned safely. Oh, that's wonderful. After 10 long years locked inside this house, living in constant fear, I finally received some good news. I never thought I'd get to see Brother Meng again. You mean you haven't left your house in 10 years? It's hard to talk about, but a decade ago, Brother Meng and I connected over our shared love of puzzles. The challenge involving the Go set was one I created for him back then. That day, I planned to invite him to take on a challenge. I even intended to play a quick game of Go with him after he'd retrieved the set. I never imagined I'd see him drenched in rain and turn to ink right before my eyes. Oh. Yep, nope, that would certainly traumatize someone that's staying inside all the time. I was terrified. For days I could barely function. Since then I've been too paranoid to step outside my front door. So that's the story. At the time I convinced myself it was nothing more than a hallucination, just my mind playing tricks on me, so I told no one. It wasn't until several others went missing after a storm that I finally dared to believe the ink transformation was tied to the rain. For the past 10 years I haven't been able to stop wondering, why do people and objects turn into ink? Why must Long rely on an artist to dot its I? And if the world is so vast, why are we bound to just this corner of Danqing Island? I even began to wonder, what if Danqing Island is nothing more than a painting? What? No, that's crazy. The Long a being within it, and we mere figures drawn upon its canvas. Ah, that's crazy talk. If we truly are figures within a painting, how would that make you feel, sir? You seem surprisingly calm after hearing such a story. A few years ago, those very thoughts about almost pushed me to the brink. I felt life was meaningless, and the whole world nothing more than a fleeting bubble. However, these days I've come to peace with it. Whether Danqing Island is a painting or something else, the years I, Zhao Ziwei, have lived, they're real to me, and that is enough. It's unfortunate that despite finding peace of mind, Danqing Island remains trapped in this state. I have a theory, though. It's only speculation. If Danqing Island really is a painting, and people and objects are turning to ink, who's to say the inverse isn't possible as well? That's why when you saw me use the Danqing ability, you thought I might be the one to restore the natural order of things. That's right. But now that the natural order of things has already been restored, whether or not you were the one to make it so, I must thank you for bringing back this ghost set. All I can think of now is playing a few matches with Brother Meng and your teacher. Then I hope you enjoy every moment, sir. Alright, back in the market. Miss Sweet, what do you need me to do? After the rain, the sky turns clear and the clouds drift away. With all the trains happening dealt with this year's Yin Yuan festival feels even more lively and joyous than usual. So why aren't you out celebrating with everyone else, young lady? Why are you here with me? What did you do? I'm taking this opportunity to strengthen our yin yuan, Miss Sweet. Pretty fitting for the occasion, isn't it? Ah, listen to that. Your tongue grows sharper by the day. You were as quiet as a mouse back then. Everyone in the village adored you. Whenever they spotted you during a festival, they'd offer you little gifts. There was this one time when you stood there, stiff like a pole, laughing with armfuls of Zhang Bao, Tuan Shan, and Wang Hua, but nothing between your ears. So adorably dumb. I don't think I'll ever forget that. But times have changed. Why not learn how to make Yin-Win gifts? That way we can give them to those you wish to build a stronger bond with. It's also a way for you as the eye-dotted artist to truly feel the spirit of the Yin-Yuan festival. Okay. Come to think of it, there are lots of people I want to thank and get to know better. For Yin-Yuan gifts, you can make Zhang Bao, Tuan Shang, and Wang Hua. Have you decided which one you want to learn, Nikki? Could I learn all of them? Seeing how smart this little girl has become, I'd say all of them. Thank you. Perfect timing. Just a few days ago, I heard from artisan Wendy, the Tuan Shan maker, that she's short-handed and busier than ever. You can start by going to her place and learning how to make Tuan Shan. Alright. Get to learn how to make each of the 3 gifts now. The edging has to be done in one smooth go while the glue's just right, and you can't press on it too lightly nor too hard. You really can't afford to get distracted for even a second. Ah, Nikki's here, looking to pick out a Tuan Shan. Artisan Wendy, I thought this time of year would be perfect to learn how to make Yin Yuan gifts. Miss Sui told me to come to you and learn how to make a Tuan Shan. I'd be happy to lend you a hand while I'm at it. Perfect timing. I've been under a bit of stress the last few days. I was worried I was going to miss the deadline. I'm usually able to handle the orders just fine, but a couple of days ago, Miss Yoon came by and placed a large order she wants to give them out as gifts during the festival. She's been pretty down since her mother passed away, but now she's finally opening up and is trying to get closer to people. It's wonderful news. I'm truly happy for her. That's why I'm determined to finish this batch of Tuan Shan for her no matter what. No matter what. She must have found closure after Nikki helped her find her mother's old mortar. I remember Yoon saying that Auntie Yu used to compare Tuan Shan to the full moon. So whenever Yoon sees one, it reminds her of her mother, and now she's reaching out to people using Tuan Shan. Auntie Yu would be so proud. Perhaps I should make a Tuan Shan myself and give it to Yoon. Wait, you helped Yoon find closure? How many other secret good deeds are you hiding? I don't know about secrets. Yoon would love to receive a handmade Tuan Shan from you. Here, I'll show you how to get started. First, you sketch it out, decide the shape and the pattern, then pick the handle and tassels. You need to have a clear mind of what you want to create in your mind. Then you start making the ribs. Grab some good bamboo and bend it over fire to make the frame. After that, you do the tapestry using the Kessi technique. That's the tricky part. You gotta steady your hands and breathing or else you'll mess it up. After that, you trim the excess fabric, wrap the edges, and attach the handle. Every step will require your full attention. After all that's done, you'll have a Tuan Shan. Wow, who knew making a Tuan Shan was so complicated? That's right, learning to do all that from scratch is a bit much, and since you're planning to learn to make other gifts too, I don't think you have time for all the steps. Luckily, I've got a half-inch Tuan Shan with its frame and handle already assembled. Oh, perfect! All it needs is for someone to paint it. How about you do that part? The painting is where you put most of your heart anyway. Decorating a Tuan Shan. Got any ideas, Nikki? Tuan Shan is shaped like a full moon, which is a symbol of reunion, and what Yoon treasures the most is her family. I want to paint her house on his Tuan Shan, wishing her family safety and harmony. Good idea, but we can't just stroll up to her door and paint there, right? Wouldn't that ruin the surprise? Don't worry, we can go to the Danqing realm and paint Yoon's house there instead. Sure, that's, okay. And no one freaked out that I went to that painting in the middle of the market. I have to take a photo of it. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Wow, that's amazing, Nikki. Let's go show it to Artisan Wendy right now. There we go. Oh, there's Yoon. I don't have any rogue lotus either. It's a rare flower, and with all the rain this year, it's even hard to find. But don't worry about that. Leave it to me. If I spot one, I'll send someone to let you know. Nikki, you're back. Were you able to finish? It's finished. Take a look. Your strokes are calm and full of feeling, a work worthy of an eye-dotting artist. You turned this Tuan Shan into a real masterpiece. And you came back at just the right time. The person you wanted to give that Tuan Shan is here. Want to give it to her right now, Nikki, yeah? Yoon, I'd be honored if you accept this Tuan Shan. It's a genuine gift I made especially for you. Very convenient. These windows and eaves look so familiar. Is this my house? It's kind of creepy a little bit, I won't lie, Nikki. Yes, it's just how it used to be. When my mother was still here, she would always prepare her medicine by this very window. Sunlight would pour in, filling the house with the gentle scent of fresh herbs. Back then, Grandma was still herself. She'd pull up a little stool and sit nearby, gently fanning me to keep me cool while softly chatting and laughing with my mother. It's been so long since our home felt that way. Thank you, Artist Nikki. Through your brush, I can almost feel that sunlight again, as if those days never truly left. May it hold the warmth of your memories and keep you safe going forward. I don't know how to thank you enough, but since genuine gifts are meant to be exchanged and you helped me before, I made one for you too. Oh, thank you! Because if it's for you, I wanted to make it myself. That way I could truly show you how grateful I am. I had planned to make a twin shan myself, but a few days ago I accidentally burned my hand while preparing medicine. Because of that, I wasn't able to do the detailed work properly. So I asked artisan Aramia for help, and I made the Shang Bao instead. The new work is a little crude and nowhere near as beautiful as your Tuan Shan, but I hope you don't mind. I don't mind at all. Why would I? This Tiang Bao smells wonderful, and the stitching is so neat. I could tell you put a lot of care and effort into it. I love it. That Shang Bao looks really cool. Nikki, let's learn how to make one next. If you're interested, you should go to Artisan Aromia. By the way, that rogue lotus I asked Artisan Windy about, it was actually for Artisan Aromia. It's the key ingredients she needs for making Zhang Bao. If you happen to find some, please bring it to her. She'd be very grateful. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. The adorned glow. A needle weaves 1,000 threads as dawn paints blooms in rosy reds, with a heart where wishes gleam, blessings bloom, and fragrant dreams. Just down the riverbed. What should I do? Without rogue lotuses, I'll never be able to finish these Zhang Bao. Oh, Miss Nikki, what a pleasant surprise. Artisan Aramia, I was hoping you could teach me how to make Zhang Bao. I'd love to give some as gifts during the Yin Yuan festival. You mentioned you're looking for some rogue lotuses. I happened to find some recently. Would these work? Oh, my dear sweet girl. You truly saved the day. With these, I could finally get started on the Zhang Bao. Your timing is perfect. I'll teach you everything I know, and since you brought the rogue lotus, won't you make the first Zhang Bao? I'll walk you through the process. The soul of a Zhang Bao lies in its ingredients. You need to carefully grind more than 10 kinds of herbs and flowers to bring out their fragrance and healing properties. Here, why don't you give it a try? I've never grinded herbs before. Maybe I should be careful and grind it gently. You've got a nice gentle touch. Slow and careful motions bring out the best qualities. I'm impressed. You've practically mastered every step on your first try. I'd say you're almost at my level. Just missing a bit of experience, of course. I'm kinda jelly a little bit. That's only because you're such a good teacher, Artisan Aramia. Let me have a sniff. Wow, this is wonderful. It's like layers after layers of flowers blooming by the water. Perfect. You know, the fragrance of rogue lotus is Wu Ziulin's favorite. She and I go way back. She's the one who asked me to make this batch of Zhang Bao. Back in the day, her husband used to gather rogue lotuses and asked me to make them into Zhang Bao for her. But after he passed away, she hid the Zhang Bao away and buried herself in her sewing. She hardly spoke to anyone besides me and a few other friends. You and Momo are rare exceptions. I never knew Auntie Jilin went through something like that. She never said a word about it to us. She always seemed so cheerful and kind. That's just her way. She doesn't want anyone to see her sadness. Besides, she truly cares about you kids and doesn't want you worrying over her. The other day, she was going through her old fabrics and found the old Zhang Bao. After all those years, it still smelled just like it did back then. I think that scent made her reminisce. She said even though her husband's gone, all that love and those good memories are just like this fragrance. If you keep them close to your heart, they'll never truly fade away. That's why she asked me to make more rogue lotus Zhang Bao. She wants to use these to form new bonds with everyone. I was in a pinch because that flower is so rare, but thanks to you I can make them for her now. It's amazing how feelings can live on through fragrance. No matter how times change, the same fragrance can help you remember how things used to be. Yep. Artisan Aramia, may I personally deliver this Zhang Bao to Auntie Jilin? Of course, this Zhang Bao couldn't have been made without you. Having you personally delivered is perfect. She's probably at home working right now. She'll be so happy to receive it. Auntie Jilin, we're here. Oh, it's ours, Nikki and Momo. Come in, don't catch a cold from the wind. Look at you. You lost a few more pounds. Been worn out from work? Are you hungry? No, thank you, Auntie. We're not hungry. We actually came to give you this Yang Bao. That fragrance. Is it Rogue Lotus? Back in the old days, I used to do embroidery by the village entrance. One day, a man came down from the mountains carrying that same lovely scent with him. Back then, I wasn't shy at all. I just walked right up to it and asked him, "What's that smell? It's so unique." And that's how our story began. After we got married, he'd often search for this flower whenever he went to the mountains because he knew how much I loved it. Then he asked Aramia to make Zhang Bao and secretly bring them to me. Aww. Even after so many years, I still remember all our time together. I used to think that once the person was gone, the love would fade and the yin yuan would break for good. Lately, after seeing the villagers reunited and smelling the familiar scent of the Zhang Bao, it felt like a knot in my heart finally loosened. Fate is like the flowers and herbs in Zhang Bao. Some bloom, some wither. And like everything else in life, there's a time to come together and a time to part. And the feeling in our hearts are like the roots buried deep beneath these flowers. As long as those roots hold strong, one day they'll bloom again. That's right, you're so much better with words than I am. I just ramble on with my old stories. Oh dear, I almost forgot. Here, I made a yin yuan gift for you too. A few years back, I gave you a yin yuan gift, a Zhang Bao. You were still little then, so you might not remember. But this year, I wanted to give you something different. Take this Twin Shan. It'll help you cool down on hot days and give you some shade when the sun's too bright. You're always out helping others, just don't forget to take good care of yourself too. And remember, Inkville is your home, and everyone here is family. If you run into trouble out there, just come back and tell me. Does that mean if I get hungry, I can come to your place for barbecue too, Auntie? Oh no, what have you done? Of course you can. No, you don't know what you're asking. But try to let me know ahead of time, otherwise I might not have enough barbecue to fill that tummy of yours. It's like an endless abyss. Thank you, Auntie. Seeing everyone so happy during the Yin Yuan festival with all the hustle and bustle, I just can't put the feeling into words. This year I've already learned how to make a Zhang Bao and Tuan Shan. Now I'm planning to visit Artisan Blue to learn how to make Rong Hua too. You're such a bright child. You pick up on things so quickly. Off you go then. Don't let me keep you. Ah, there's the fan. The Swallow Song. Leaning on the railing with a fan's slow sway, whispers drift from branches where swallows wing their way. Two shadows weaving home at dusk's soft call, as twilight paints the nest where love outshines all. And also it helps keep you cool as well when it's hot. After all these years, we're still making the same styles of Rong Hua. I've been racking my brains trying to think of something new. They say all great poems are gifts from the gods discovered by a lucky poet. Creating new styles is the same way. You have to be patient and wait for the perfect moment of inspiration. That's right, the moment of inspiration. Huh? It's here! It's here! Ah, I see, it's Nikki. You seem rather down. Is everything alright? It's about the Rong Hua. Our skills and techniques are getting stagnant. So I thought we should try making some new styles, but the three of us just can't come up with any good ideas. Miss Nikki, it seems you come at just the right time. You're a talented artist with a keen eye. When it comes to styling outfits, you definitely have your own unique flair. I'm sure you're way better at this than the three of us, who just work with fabrics every day. Would you mind doing a little styling for us? It might give us some much-needed inspiration. Ah. Try and incorporate the theme dashing heroine. Nothing like the plain, simple styles we usually do. The more unique, the better. My pleasure. Just give me a moment. How is it, Nikki? Have you thought of anything? Let's give it a shot. I knew it wouldn't take you long. Show us what you got. Interesting amalgamation here. Your outfit has convinced me beyond doubt a legacy can truly be reborn. After seeing your outfit, I suddenly have so many ideas for brand new Ronghua designs. I feel the same way. Now I've got a clear idea of how we should mix our new dyes too. Nikki, you've really been a big help to us. No need to thank me. I actually have a favor to ask you as well. I want to learn how to make Ronghua so I can give them as gifts during Yin Yuan Festival. You mentioned before that you teach me how to make Ronghua. I was wondering, does that offer still stand? Of course. How can it not be? We're all glad to have you as our student. Listen carefully as I walk you through the key steps of making a Ronghua. The first 3 steps are all about preparation. They lay in the foundation. First, you temper the threads by boiling the silk in alkaline water. It gives you velvety threads that don't bend easily, saving you a lot of trouble later on. Then you dye the threads. You can use any color you want, like painting, just follow your heart. Finally, you dry the threads. After dyeing, hang them on a pole to dry and be sure to flip them regularly. No slacking. Next up are cutting, ironing, and shaping. Each step requires finesse. Lay the threads flat and brush them smooth. Then using copper wire, twist them into velvet sticks. Next, iron the sticks flat and cut them roughly according to your design. Once prepared, combine the sticks to form shapes such as flowers or birds. Finally, we move on to the decorative part where we attach eyes, beads, or other decorations with glue. Then we carefully assemble everything and the work is complete. Those are basically all the steps, Nikki. Did you catch all that? That certainly is a lot of steps. Yes, sure. Temper, dye, dry, cut, steam, shape, combine, glue, and assemble. I have all the key steps required and remembered. I don't know about remembering. Wonderful, you certainly are very bright. All this is just theory. You need to put into practice to actually learn it. We'll prepare the tools and materials for you. Come find us when you're ready to give it a go. During that time, we'll be testing your knowledge as you work. Let's see if you remember the steps we just went over. Oh no, please don't. Oh no. No! Nikki, you ready to make your first? I have to tell you, this craft demands careful precision. There is no room for shortcuts or mistakes. We'll be testing your knowledge as you work now. Okay, well. Trial and error. Velvet sticks? Oh, nope, okay. Velvet sticks are made by twisting the threads with copper wire. The first step is processing raw silk into mature velvet. Try not to get confused. Oh no, this is gonna take a while already. Threads. Why do we stretch the dyed velvet threads over bamboo poles to dry? To dry thoroughly? What is the name of the step where the trimmed velvet sticks are formed into shapes like flowers, birds, or animals? Combining. Oh, did I do it? Yay! So beautiful, the petals, the colors, it's like they're real. I think I can even smell the flowers. It's not just that, the attention to detail is everywhere. You could tell it was made with genuine care. Remarkable, Nikki. I can confidently say you mastered everything we taught you today. I was nervous at first, but I feel so much more at ease after hearing you say that. Nikki never fails to impress. These 2 Ronghua are beautiful. Who's the lucky recipient, Nikki? Let's see. Let's give one to Miss Sui. Thanks to Miss Sui, I found a place where I truly belong. I want my first Ronghua to be for her. May the yin yuan between us be like this Ronghua, everlasting through all seasons, never fading. I'm sure Miss Sui will be really touched. Let's go visit her later. Who's the other Ronghua for, Nikki? This one? I haven't decided yet. If you're looking for suggestions, I might have an idea. How about Jingling? You two have always been close and she loves Ronghua. This gift couldn't be more perfect for her. Ling has always looked out for me whenever I go out seeking inspiration. She always reminds me to bring my umbrella. This Yin Yuan gift should definitely go to her. Well, there's no better time than the present. She's probably at her stall right now. Miss Sweet! Back so soon? I thought you were going to learn how to make genuine gifts. I already did. Did you run into a problem you couldn't solve and came back to ask for help? You used to do that all the time when you were little. That's not it. Miss Sweet, look. I learned how to make Ranghua from the artisans. I want you to have this one. Oh, you've really grown up. When I first took you in, you were shorter than an umbrella. I've been alone my whole life before, so I had to ask the villagers for help with raising you. I fed you, bite by bite, guided your first steps, and as you grew, patiently taught you to hold a brush and learn to paint. I never wanted you to repay me for any of that. I just wanted you to live a peaceful life. That was enough for me. I didn't expect that one day I receive a yin yuan gift from you, let alone one you made with your own hands. Mitsuya, I will always hold your kindness in my heart. Without you, I wouldn't be who I am today. My dear child, taking you in has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. This is all a bit sudden. I don't really have a proper gift for you, but you know everything I own is yours anyway. Please accept these as my gift in return. I'm getting old, so I'll say this talk about how I hope our yin yuan lasts forever. All I ask is that when you and I look back on the days we spent together, we both feel we have nothing to regret. Aww. Hello. The umbrella ribs are nice and sturdy. Not bad. It's a fine batch. I'll have Artisan Cheng prepare a few more for me. Hey, Artist Nikki, where are you off to today? Ling, I'm here to give you a yin yuan gift. For me? Oh wow, this is really beautiful. Is this a Ranghua? And she made it herself too. You're so talented. Just look at the colors and petals. It looks just like the real thing. I used to love growing flowers, but sadly I'm just not good at it. No matter how beautiful they were, the flowers would always wilt after a few days of my care. It was heartbreaking to watch. One day, Jian saw me upset over yet another withered flower, so she gave me a Ranghua to keep instead. That's when I realized there really are flowers in this world that never fade. Since then I've come to love Ranghua, because ordinary flowers, no matter how much care you give them, will eventually wither away and die. But Ranghua will bloom for a lifetime as long as the feelings in our hearts never fade. If you ask me, they're the perfect symbol of yin yuan. You're right, Ling. An ever-blooming flower for an everlasting bond is just perfect. It's like you read my mind. I was actually just thinking about you and got you a little something too. By exchanging these gifts, our bond has been blessed by the long with a bright path ahead. From now on, we'll only grow closer. But you know, I'm not the only one in the village who wants to thank you. Come with me and I'll show you. Spring branch. Choosing silk, spinning velvet tips, and gently pinning green blossoms by her temples. Spring's warmth blossomed and her beauty smiled. Uh-oh, I think Link's stuck. Come on. Are you coming? Okay, I think she's stuck. Everyone, I brought our beloved artist Nikki here. Yes, it is I, artist Nikki. My dear child, this is a yin yuan gift from the entire village. These past years, all those strange happenings have really weighed on people's hearts. A lot of families lost their loved ones to that weird rain. We couldn't even celebrate the Yin Yuan festival. Fortunately, you helped drive away the darkness, brought back the missing villagers, and reunited families. Thanks to you, we can finally celebrate the festival once more. You flatter me, Auntie. As an eye-dotting artist, it's my duty to protect the village. Artist Nikki's words alone cannot express how grateful we are to you. We discussed what gift to give you for a long time. Some folks said we should get you the finest silk. Some said we should pool our money together and make you a set of gold jewelry. In the end, none of the ideas felt enough. They couldn't match up to what you've given to us. Then we realized no gift could ever compare to a heartfelt thank you. So we poured everything we wanted to say, every word and every feeling into this letter. That's right, this letter holds the gratitude of everyone in the village. We all know how talented you are and that this little place can't hold you forever. We just hope you carry this letter with you whenever you go, and whenever you're tired or weary, take it out and remember. Remember that in this world there's a whole village of people thinking of you. Inkville will always be your home. Perhaps it was fate that first brought me to this village, but it's our love that has truly made our bond unbreakable. This letter is more than just a yin-yuan gift. It holds the love of everyone in this village, making it more valuable than any treasure. Thank you so much. I'll treasure it always. Alright. That's sweet. What are you all doing over here? This box, did you really find it by the shore? Absolutely, I thought maybe someone had dropped it. I decided to see what was inside, and to my surprise, there was a letter. Xinyan, Lanhu, what are you talking about? What letter? Come see for yourself, Nikki. I found a box this morning. There's nothing special about the box, but inside was a mysterious letter. I am Zhu Jinke, a humble traveler from Inkville on Danqing Island, journeying toward a distant land, one without name and without direction. Though I know not who you are, since fate has brought us together, might you answer some questions that are troubling me? Where the sun and moon belong? Where the stars arrange? Through the firmament is vast, has the boundless sea ever met its end? Alas, I have squandered decades of golden years. One day, bewitched by a place of illusion, I forsook my homeland and kin, setting forth in a light boat across 10,000 leagues of uncertainty. My home faded into the distance, never to be returned to. Alone in the journey, I found nothing of worth, only the rising sun and setting moon as my companions in their silent passing. I came to know myself as but a grain adrift in the vast sea, left with aught but endless reflection. The road ahead stretches endlessly. How long can one be sustained by the mere will to seek the unknown? Not to mention a journey is fraught with hardships and the winds of fate ever unpredictable. 100 years from now, when all is dust, who will remain to hear my doubts and fears? The workings of fate twist and turn just when all seemed lost. A glimmer of hope emerged. When storm suddenly rose, I took it as a calamity destined by fate, bracing myself beneath crashing waves. Who would have thought that misfortune and blessing walk hand in hand, and that I would stumble upon a solitary island? Though unmarked by human presence, this island is blessed with green waters and verdant hills, fertile soil, and birds and beasts living in harmony. Such a serendipitous encounter is proof enough that beyond Danqing Island lies a wider world. Though my vessel is broken and can no longer carry me across the sea where my heart finds peace, I shall make my home, clearing grass and tilling the land, felling trees to build shelter, climbing mountains, swimming in streams, foraging fruits, and casting fishing nets. What greater freedom or joy could there be in the world? Under these azure skies and upon this emerald sea, my former doubts have scattered like mist. How fortunate that the universe is boundless, ever awaiting our wonder and curiosity. Let none lament the limits of life, for to seek the eternal within the finite is what gives 100 years of life its meaning. The ambition of my youth has at last been fulfilled, and now that our yin-yuan has allowed us to share this in this mode of clarity, I am glad indeed. Yet each time the moon grows full, I climb high and gaze northward, and thoughts of my parents and siblings stir sorrow in my heart. If you chance upon this letter and find a smile in these words, I beg you, please let my family know I am safe. Though stranded upon this solitary isle, I have no regrets, only a boundless sense of freedom beneath the vast sky and over the open sea. And if I should have descendants, my heart set upon roaming the world, may these words serve as your encouragement, and perhaps bring peace to mine. Dawn meets the sea, dusk the peak, how could one place ever bind me? This letter seems to come from outside Danqing Island. Okay, yes, it looks like someone set out and was able to find another place. Nikki, how are you staying so calm? This is the very first letter from the outside. If what it says is true, then someone has actually made it beyond Danqing Island. Speaking of calm, maybe you should try taking a few deep breaths. How many times did you trip and fall on your way over here? I just couldn't wait to tell you. I've always had my head buried in my paintings and rarely talked to Miss Sui about the outside world. But after hearing what Lan Hui just said, this letter really might be something special. That's true. Danqing Island is surrounded by water on all sides, and for over 100 years, not a single person from the outside has set foot here. At one point, there was no shortages of villagers who tried leaving by boat, but they either came back empty-handed or were never heard from again. That's why nobody ever talks about leaving anymore. But now with this letter, we have proof that our ancestors' efforts were not in vain. The only thing is, we don't know what became of this traveler, only all alone on that remote island. Dawn meets the sea, dust the peaks. How could one place ever bind me? At least when he wrote this letter, his spirit still burned as brightly as ever. Lanhua, Zinyan, I think we are very fortunate to get to know someone this incredible. I'd like to honor his wish and deliver this letter to his family. We were just thinking the exact same thing. Let's do it together, Nikki. There are so many families in the village, though. Which ones are his descendants? Zhu, Jinkei, Zhu. There are two families with the surname. One is Uncle Tianshen's family, and the other is Yuan's family. Oh, I just remember when I went climbing with Uncle Tianshan, he mentioned that one of his ancestors actually left Danqing Island a long time ago. There you go. As for Yuan, she's always slacking off at the restaurant, taking naps. I'd say she's a world away from the bold and ambitious Mr. Zhu Jinkei. Well, you never know. I'd say Uncle Tianshan is more likely to be the descendant of Zhu Jinkei. During the day, Uncle Tianshan is usually cutting bamboo in the bamboo forest. Let's go see if he's there now. Hi, everyone. Oh, Miss Nikki, Lanhua, and Ziyan. It's not often to see the three of you together. What brings you here today? Uncle Tishan, we'd like to ask you something. And that's the whole story. So, Uncle Tishan, is this Zhu Jinkei an ancestor of yours? Let me think. There was Ti Nu, Ti Ling, and Chi Zhu, but I don't remember anyone named Jinkei. That's quite a fancy name. I heard Lan Hui say that one of your ancestors actually left Danqing Island. Is that true? What? Lan Hu? You little. Didn't I tell you not to tell anyone? Not even Artist Nikki knows about it. I have my reasons. This is about finding Zhu Jinkei's descendants. Don't be mad, Uncle Tia-shan. Besides, what's the big deal? You're still too young to understand. Leaving home to explore the world, is that really something to be proud of? Oh, whatever. I might as well tell you. My great-great-great-grandmother, Zhu Qiuha, really did leave the island. Back then, she was young and full of ambition, hoping to make a name for herself, but in less than 2 months, she came back covered in injuries and never spoke of what had happened. Did something happen to her during her journey? Quite the opposite. She saw nothing. There was no hope and no end to her journey, only the crushing loneliness. Not even the strongest ambition could withstand that. She even advised us to stay in the village and live our lives with our feet firmly planted on solid ground. I think what she said made sense. Even if there really is some paradise out there, for ordinary folks like us, chasing after it is just a pointless dream. I'm not sure I agree with that, Uncle Tie-shan. Even if only one person out of 100 explorers achieved what Zhu Jinkei did, it doesn't mean the rest of our efforts were in vain. Ziyan has a point. Even if they gain nothing, the fact that they once dared to dream and set out to achieve it is worthy of our respect. Well, maybe it's just me, but rather than being all alone in some remote island with no way back, I'd much rather stay here on Danqing Island, chopping my firewood and living my days quietly like this. Everyone has their own dreams, regardless. You have to admit, Zhu Jinkei was pretty incredible, wasn't he? Without a doubt, what he did, I could never do, and I wouldn't even try. He definitely has my respect. I feel the same about your great-great-great-grandmother. Uncle Tianshan, she has my respect too. Is that so? Are you just saying that to make me feel better, Miss Nikki? Nikki wouldn't do that. I feel the same way too. She's pretty incredible, having gone out there all by herself for 2 whole months. Back to the matter at hand, now that we know Mr. Zhu and Uncle Tianshan aren't related, we should go talk to Yuan. She's usually at her aunt's restaurant during the day. Let's go see if she's there right now. Yeah, I kind of figured. It's never the first person we talk to. Hi. Come on in, make yourself at home. Help yourself to the tea. The menu's here. Get your food over there, and pay whenever you're finished. What enthusiastic greeting! I've lost all my appetite despite the delicious smell of the dishes. Yuan, Auntie Chun asked you to serve the customers, not treat them like this. Who'd want to come back with an attitude like that? Huh? Oh, it's you. Come in if you want. Don't if you don't. I couldn't care less. If you're not here to eat, then don't bother me. Wow. Take a good look. It's not just me and Zion. There's also Artist Nikki and Momo. Artist Nikki? Yuan, do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Yes, yes. Oh, this is too good to be true. What's with the sudden change in attitude? What's she getting all excited about? Is this letter? The Zhu Jinkei is my great-great-great-grandfather. Oh, this is just wonderful. Yuan, are you saying that Mr. Zhu is your great-great-great-grandfather? That's literally what they just said. That's right, he was incredible, a master sailor. They say he knew how to navigate using the stars, predict weather using the currents. He was extremely talented. Why haven't you ever said anything about him before? Well, it's because whenever my aunt talks about him, it's a cautionary tale, telling me to settle down, focus on family, and stop dreaming about faraway journeys, or else I might end up lost, never to be heard from again. Since she raised me, I felt like I had to agree with her and help take care of her restaurant. My life is just, unrewarding. Ah, okay. I can sympathize. Choosing between gratitude and your own dreams is never easy. No matter what path you take, some regret is bound to linger. Exactly, no matter how hard I try, I can't fool myself. At night I dream of sailing away on the sea beneath the open skies. But now with this letter, everything's about to change. When it comes to sailing and riding the waves, I don't think I'm any less skilled than my great-great-great-grandfather was. If he can do it, then I, Zhu Biyuan, can do it too. I'm not just saying that either. This restaurant won't miss me if I'm gone. I might as well start getting ready for my trip. I never thought I'd see the side of you again. This is the Yuan we all know and love. You found your passion, your dream again. Yuan, this is no small decision. Don't forget to talk to Auntie Chun about it. Don't worry, I know what to do. Yuan, do you need any help with your preparations or anything we could do for you? I'll take that offer then. Lanhui, get me some spice, preferably the kinds that could double as medicine. Zion, I'll need you to find some good quality wood. My old buddy needs a good fixing. Miss Nikki, could you help me collect 2 fan feathers? I'm a bit clumsy and always scare away the fan egrets before I can get any. Of course, leave it to me. Little closer. Little closer. That's one. That's a lot of S-lings. Moonlit Walk, a sketch filled with bold and carefree strokes, vividly capturing the excitement of a first venture into heroism and chivalry. And there's a raft down there too, so we can get that as well. Nope, I will never allow this. Auntie, I have to try. I want to visit the places my great-great-great-grandfather once visited, to see them for myself. Let's see. Let's calm Auntie Chun down first. Calm down, Auntie Chun. I understand you're worried for Yuan's safety, but she is not one to take extreme risks. Let's not make this a hard no just yet. Yuan, Aunt Chun only wants you to be safe because she cares about you. If we talk things through with her, I'm sure we can find a way forward. Fine, let's break this down. Yuan, do you know that of all the people who left Danqing Island, not even 10% of them made it back alive? I do. Then tell me, do you know what it's like to be alone on a vast open sea with nothing to cling to but your own boat as the waves crash all around you? I don't. Neither do I, and I don't want you to find out. I only wish for you to be free from suffering and live in safety. But Auntie, I do know what it feels like to waste away day by day. That's not easy either. And I remember clearly it was you who taught me how to sail and steer, how to read the skies and find directions, so why? Now that I'm all grown up, you want to forget all of that? Yuan. Auntie Chun, Yuan must have thought it through already. She knows she'll have to face the storm and the waves head on. There will be trials and tribulations, but she'll never know she can succeed unless she tries. She's right, Auntie. Please, let me give it a go. Even if I end up giving up halfway, I won't complain. I'll accept that I'm not cut out for it and I'll have no regrets. Fine, fine, fine. You can have my blessing, but only under one condition. Yuan, you have to race me by boat around Danqing Island. If you win, I'll let you go. But if I win... Oh. Then I'll give up on this dream for good. It's a deal then. Artist Nikki, will you be the judge? Gladly accept. Of course, I'd be happy to judge the race. It was settled. Nikki, there's another route here. What do you say we tag along? Yeah!
Yep.
I mean, how else are we going to judge otherwise? I feel one side is a little bit more lopsided than the other. Well, this is gonna take a while. I don't think we're doing a very good job in watching the contest and being the judge, since we're very far behind from the rest of them. I think if anything, we should be running along like the, maybe, or maybe not. With the way the terrain is, it would be difficult to keep up. I'm sure leaving that there is fine. Nikki, over there, Auntie Chun collapsed on the ground. Let's hurry over. What happened? Oh no. My foot. Auntie Chun, are you alright? How did you end up here? Where's Yuan? Artist Nikki, thank goodness you're here. Quick, help me up. We need to find Yuan. Ouch! Your ankle's been injured. Try not to move. Don't panic, Auntie Chun. Just tell me what happened, okay? During our race, a group of monsters appeared out of nowhere. We tried to shake them off, but I accidentally twisted my ankle. Yuan drew the monsters away to protect me. I see. Leave the monsters to me, Auntie Chun. Stay here and rest. I'll bring Yuan back. Then I'll leave Yuan to you. And Artist Nikki, please be careful. Before I do that, though, now after that little interlude, Auntie, I'm fine. Really, not even a scratch. It's yourself you should worry about. Your ankle's badly swollen. You can't stay here. Let's go find Yoon to give you a check. That can wait. I'm not that fragile. Thank you so much, Miss Nikki. You arrived just in time. Don't mention it, Auntie Chun. I'm just glad both of you are fine, but I'm afraid you have to continue your race on another day. We can race another time. Don't worry, Auntie. I won't sneak off. Once you're well again, let's have a proper race and have Artist Nikki be the judge again. There's no need for another race. Auntie? Yuan, I'll be treating you like a little girl, thinking I should protect you whenever I can, so you wouldn't suffer like I did. But you've long grown up into a capable young woman who can stand on her own. You're at your happiest with a paddle in your hand. I should have realized that earlier. So go, Yuan. I believe that as a descendant of the Zhu family, I believe you will surpass everyone who came before you. Thank you. If no one from Danqing Island has ever safely returned from faraway lands, then I, Zhu B. Yuan, will be the first. Confident and determined. That's the spirit! Alright! You're calm when faced with danger and have the willpower to push through all obstacles. I believe you can write history. You flatter me, Artist Nikki. I'm just a stubborn knucklehead eager to prove my worth. I have to thank you. If you haven't helped, Auntie and I would still be arguing. If I really reach that island, I'll write you a letter and tell you what things are like in that distant place. I'll be looking forward to it then. But we could save that for later. Artist Nikki, do come and see me off on the day I leave. I will. I'll bring Lan Hua and Ziyan along and see you off together. Auntie Chun, how's your ankle? It's nothing serious. Yoon gave me some herbal patches, so I'll recover in a few days. Luckily, it's just my ankle. I can still prepare rations. That's my auntie for you. Artist Nikki, I told her to rest, but she just couldn't sit still. It might be a little hard on Auntie Chun to make her do nothing for your trip, but Auntie Chun, please be careful and mind your ankle. You kids should have more faith in the elders. I'll know what I'm doing. Okay, fine. Artist Nikki, we are going to buy some food. See you later. Auntie Chun challenged Yuan to a race. That's so like her. It's a shame they got interrupted. Would love to know who's faster. What's there to pity about? You should be glad the whole thing didn't end in complete disaster thanks to Nikki. There was a minor accident, but everything turned out fine in the end. I don't know if I would say minor, but Lanhua, Ziyan, let's go see Yuan off when she leaves. Of course we'll be there. It's just who knows when we'll see her again after that. We will, eventually. When she comes back, I'll have to get all the details from her. The landscape, the plants, the animals on that island. I've been imagining what the outside world might be like for years. Not to mention that once Yuan charts out the course, she'll be able to take you there, so you can all see that in person. That would be something! Let's not think that far just yet. Help me with Yuan's preparation first. We need to make sure she has a safe trip. That is important. See you later, Artist Nikki. Alright, let's go and see her off. Oh, everyone's really here? I didn't expect such a big turnout. Yappy as always, even at a time like this. I had a whole speech ready, but now I don't feel like saying it anymore. That's all just formality anyway. We can skip it. I know you care from everything you packed in this boat. Thanks so much. It's not just us. The rest of the village all pitched in after learning about your big trip. Everyone wished you a safe trip. So go out there and come back in one piece. Once Ziyan and I take care of stuff at home, you'll have to bring us to that island for a tour. Sure, that's a promise. I always keep my promise. Yuan, I'll keep it brief. I wish you a safe and joyful trip. Thanks, Artist Nikki. Yuan, I look forward to picking you up when you come back. On that day, I want to enjoy your famous praised pork knuckle, Auntie. Alright, the wind's just right, everyone. I'll see you later. Dawn meets the sea. Dust the peaks. How could one place ever bind me? Alright. I wish her a safe trip. Alright, now time to move on to worldly encounters, and then that will give us the requirement to finish off the bonded in Danqing. So, first things up, find fragrance, petal fragrance. You'll be finding a lot of fragrance, it looks like. What's in here? Oh boy, we got a dungeon. Okay, that's my way back, I see ya. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I can't quite reach, so I have to find another way, it seems. Let's try again to higher ground. Oh boy, are they following me? Oh! Stop that! You stop that right now. Got him. Okay, so that happened. Hold on a second. Let me go back down. Now that I'm not being bombarded, what directions can I go? Okay, so I was just down there. I could go up here to the right. Now that will lead me to that piece. Go, 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 go. Made it. Okay, while I'm up here, was there any other pathways? Didn't seem like it, okay. have absolutely no idea what I am searching for, though. Phew! There's the petal fragrance. Okay, that was the extent of that quest, I see. Takes me back down there, but I don't want to go down there, though.
Yup.
Doing the dungeon crawl. Don't see anything else down there, so... Aha! There's my shortcut back! And out I go. Oh, the Whim Fragrance sketch. Allows you to craft a fragrance that enables diagonal plunging. Okay. I'll grab that then. Can I craft it now? I cannot. Have to keep that in mind then. There's a lot I can start upgrading. I never realized. Any others that don't cost anything? The last thing I want to do is start using up all the Whim Stars. Okay, no, we'll hold on to all that. Okay. There we go, that helped fix all of that. Now, I had to go out and come back into the game real briefly, since the sound kind of cut out a little bit. That takes me there, but I want to go north. Now, there should be another mini dungeon over to the right here. Need to find another fragrance lingering around. Oh! Hmm. That's odd.
Nikki, the water's getting too deep for me. Let's head back.
No, there's goodies in here, Momo. Come on. Nope, there's our exit there. Back all of you. Just spam the button, spam the purify. So that takes me up here. It looks like I got everything I need now. So now... Did you just try to charge me while I was gliding? No, that's not the fragrant we were looking for, though. Can I go down here? No, I cannot. Okay. But I can go over here. Flying up, up, up. Ooh, hold on a second. Can I glide over to the right, maybe? Nope. Okay. I had to try. I could go down there, but let me glide across. I can always explore later. I don't have to find every single thing in the area. Do 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 do. Yeah, but always be moving the camera. Especially when you do sneaky stuff like that. Okay, it feels like we may be close to where... Oh, there's still enemies above us. Oh, a lot of enemies around us, actually. Okay, let me move over here. Can I... Ah, come on. Stop it. Just for that. There we go. Alright. Can I? Not quite, it seems. There we go. There's the Raina chill. Alright, that's another one down. Now the next person we need to talk to. Something's been odd with my ears lately. Every time I pass by a long pagoda, I hear mumbling. Your ears are working fine, it's your eyes that aren't. Haven't you seen that girl from the Zhao family? She's always practicing painting in the pavilion. Ah, it's Su-chan, but what's she muttering about all the time? She keeps saying words like meaning. It's all very confusing. She's likely struggling with a difficult part of her painting. I've heard she talks to herself when she gets stuck. Seems like she's going through a tough spot again. Maybe we can help them. Provide some inspiration. And because I noticed it's along the way, I'm gonna go a little bit of the longer route. Because there's a boat ride I haven't done over here yet. And that would probably, if I'm lucky, that will mark the third one, and then we can get the next reward. Here we are. There we go. I like how the blings make musical notes. Oh, this... That looks familiar. No, it's still missing something. The form is there, but the spirit isn't. It has the shape, but no life. It just feels soulless somehow. Even after all this practice, all I've ended up with is a pile of scrap paper. Maybe painting and I just aren't meant to be. Ugh. Don't give up just yet. Even the greatest masters start out with piles of failed attempts. Artist Nikki, I've been out exploring beautiful places lately, so it's been ages since we last met. Ever since you gave me the painting advice, I've been thinking it over again and again. It really opened my eyes. But maybe my understanding of landscape is still too shallow. No matter how I paint, still lacks that spark of life. Hitting a plateau in painting can be really tough, but often it can be exactly the chance to break through. Once you get past it, you find the light at the end of the tunnel. Ah, that's exactly it. You're incredible, Artist Nikki. Every time we talk, it feels like a light bulb goes off in my head. Actually, what you just said gave me a new idea. People all see things from different angles. Maybe the reason I can't capture the essence is simply because I'm stuck inside my own perspective. If I could share ideas and insights with others, see things from different perspectives, maybe then I'd finally capture that elusive spirit. Artist Nikki, your insights are always so refreshing and inspiring. If you come across any new inspirations during your travels around Danqing Island, Would you be willing to share a bid with me? Of course, I'll stop by and travel with you whenever I have something new to share. Thank you so much, Artist Nikki. I've been practicing every day at the pavilion. If you ever have a new insight, please come find me there. In return, I'll gladly share whatever I discover too. Okay. By sharing the collected Whim Jade and Danqing Jade souls with the artist Zhao Su-chan, you receive exquisite rewards from her. Oh, okay. So you're the person I have to give this stuff to. Let's see. Let's start with the Whim Jade first. See how many I have currently. Inspiration. Oh, and I can choose which one out of the category here. Oh, okay. Interesting way to go about doing that. And then for the Jade Souls. So many things to do and explore. So little time. As a note, did that? Yep, right, 3 bamboo rafts. I'll go ahead and I'll collect that. Thank you very much. And... oh, that's it! Okay, we finished with this. Drifting leisurely. Okay, that's one section done and fun to play. So many to go though, still. I have about 6 hours and 30 minutes, so I'm definitely under crunch at right now, so we'll see. Well, whatever I get done is what I get done, and anything I don't get done, oh well. At least I did the story though, so I'm happy about that. Hello. Black's next smooth. I'll place it right here. Now let's see if white keeps expanding or falls back to defend. White's turn. That black move was pretty clever and strategic. White's position isn't looking good. Wait, how about a surprise move here? Nice, now black is caught between 2 threats. What a brilliant move, truly brilliant. Wait, are you playing 5 in a row against yourself? Yeah, none of the other Inklings come to play with me, so I end up playing alone. I, Mochi, have collected so many game records. All I ever do is sit here in the pavilion going over the moves by myself. Huh. Human! And, oh no, did I lose track of time playing again? Even the brow cats outside have evolved into such strange forms. Strange? I'm Momo, the most handsome, elegant, and dashing one on all Danqing Island. Took offense to that, I see. Hello, Moki. I'm Nikki, an artist from Inkville, and this is my best friend, Momo. We were just traveling nearby and thought we'd stop by to say hello. Traveling with a companion sounds nice. 1 person and 1 cat, perfect for a game of 5 in a row. Unlike me, I have to bribe Mo Yu with a barbecue just to get him to play a round or 2. But hey, now that you're here, it'd be a shame to leave without a match, wouldn't it? It's been ages since I last played with someone. I'm itching for a match. Artist Nikki, how about a game right now? Win and you'll even get a prize. I do like prizes. Go. I remember playing Go when I think it was between elementary and middle school, I want to say. I remember watching the anime Hikari no Go a lot, and so it inspired me to play Go for a little while there. Each player controls all the pieces of one color, with black moving first and white playing in alternate turns. For each turn, you must select an empty spot, and then the first player to get 5 pieces in a row horizontally, vertically, or diagonally wins. If the board fills up before either player has 5 pieces in a row, the black player who moves first loses. Okay, so we don't have to try to wrap things around then. Okay. So, let's see. What would be a good spot? I could put one here, but you'll probably block me down there. I could put one up here. Ooh, actually, this would be a good spot. Yes, confirm move. There you go. You'll block me there. But then I'll pick this spot. There we go. That was surprisingly quick. That was great, Artist Nikki. It's been a long time since I enjoyed a game this much. After this match, we're officially good friends. Make sure to visit often. I've collected lots of brilliant game records just waiting for you to spar with me. Oh, and if you want to play with your friends, feel free to bring them here too. I'll be watching from the sidelines. Can't wait to see who pulls off the cleverest moves. Ah, so I'm guessing you can play with other Nikkis then. Not too far away where I currently was. Hello, what's everyone doing down here? I just heard someone talk about building a barbecue pagoda and writing a poem. Sounds like things were getting pretty lively. Oh boy, Momo would be in heaven. You came back at just the right time. Everyone's so happy to see you. We were just talking about throwing you a welcome feast. Mo Yu suggested building a pagoda at a barbecue for you, but Miss Mo thinks composing a poem would be more elegant choice. I don't know, I kind of would like the barbecue. Hey, you should all be listening to me. Who was the first to spill the beans on Artist Cass is actually an Artist Nikki? That was me! If anyone's got the closest bond with Artist Nikki, it's me. Just leave the welcome feast to me. I'll make sure it's grand and totally unforgettable. I truly appreciate everyone's kindness, but there's no need to go overboard. We're all friends here. Just a simple welcome back means the world to me. In fact, I should be the one thanking all of you. These past years haven't been easy. Mo Dodo, over the years, it's thanks to your careful planning that everything on Long Peak has stayed so well organized. Mozu, your tea always has that special touch. No matter what snacks go with it, the taste always stands out. Miss Mo, thank you for recording all the past stories, preserving the precious history of this land. Mo Yan, thank you for keeping the mountain paths clean day by day, making Long Peak fresh all year round. And Mo Yu, as the most experienced senior, I'm sure over the years you've brought plenty of joys and laughter to everyone in your own way. Also, we ignore all the destroyed walkways leading up to this portion of the mountain. But anyways. Artist Nikki, this is all just what we ought to do. But hearing you say that feels like a warm candlelight lighting up our hearts. Oh, Nikki, don't worry about us. We've never thought of it as hard work. That's right, I take pride in keeping every account accurate to the last detail. When the art supplies and food and storage all add up just right, it gives me rest. It gives me real peace of mind. Brewing tea, making barbecue, seeing everyone so satisfied makes me really, really happy. Oh, now you're making me hungry. As for me, it's always been my life's calling to record the stories of the world and trace the flow of fate. I'm glad to hear that as fate begins and flows on, everyone finds where they belong, knowing we'll gather here often again. Sharing stories and laughter like before truly puts my heart at ease. In that case, I better go dig up some great new stories. Gotta keep Long Peak filled with laughter every day. I'm off to check the storeroom. Let's see if we can stock up on more barbecue ingredients for next time. I'll get the finest charcoal and fresh spring water and keep practicing so next time we chat, everyone can enjoy a nice cup of tea. A day this meaningful deserves to be captured in the painting. I'll fetch my brush and ink right away. Moyan, do you have something you want to say to me? Artist Nikki, there's something I need to mention. Do you remember when we met on the peak before and I told you about an important painting that was lost? Of course, the concept of that painting was very much like my life back in Inkville. It was a set of sequential paintings on a straw that you treasured deeply. Since I took over its care, I have cleaned and inspected it daily without fail. About 20 years ago, I took the painting out as usual and placed it in the pavilion. It's about this again. When I rushed back, the painting was nowhere to be found in its place. It wasn't just soaked by the rain, the entire painting had vanished without a trace. Exactly, it vanished into thin air. I failed to protect such an important painting, and that's entirely my fault. That's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted the weather. As for the painting vanishing in the rain, I have some thoughts about what might have happened. Nikki, you think about the villagers vanishing after being caught in the rain? That does sound strangely similar to what happened with this painting. Yeah, I wonder if those two events are connected. Mo Yan, when this happened over 20 years ago, was the cycle of the ink pool already sealed? I'm not entirely sure the exact day it was sealed, I just remember that Miss Bai already had her eyes tied with a red ribbon on that day. Her eyes are connected to the ink pool. Since she can no longer see, it means the ink pool cycle is indeed sealed, so my guess was right. Moyan, maybe the pain didn't truly disappear. Perhaps that unusual rain carried it somewhere else. Wait here and rest assured, I'll head to the Danqing realm with Momo and check around the pavilion by a long pagoda. Maybe we'll find some clues. Alright, Nikki, please be careful. I'll wait here for you. Most definitely. Let me get back. Got ya! Moyu's Tales, Yin Yuan and Danqing. Before this world ever opened its eyes, there existed a mirror land lush with rivers and mountains, full of life and wonder, but a great catastrophe struck. The mountains crumbled, the rivers dried, and all living things turned to dust. Only she remained, yes, her, our leader, Artist Cat. Artist Cat could not bear to see her homeland fade into oblivion, so she gathered the shattered remnants of mountains and rivers, ground them into ink, and poured her longing and old dreams into her brush. With a stroke of ink upon the void, she began to recreate the world. Thus was born the Danqing realm, and with a touch of imaginative power, she gave form to the formless, giving rise to Danqing Island. Its landscapes were vivid, its buildings orderly, but not a single living soul roamed its paths. She dwelled there alone, and over time loneliness took root. She didn't want this world to remain a mere echo of the past, so she infused it with her own ink soul, shaping it to Yin, the source of connection, and from herself she created Yuan, the bond, thus breathing the first thread of life into this world. So basically becoming a goddess. Yet no world could endure without change. Like water with no source, it would one day run dry. Only through arrivals and departures, meetings and partings can the cycle continue. Understanding this truth, Artist Cat created a place for reincarnation, the ink pool. The ink pool is where all things begin, and the root of this world. When a living being's time ends, they return to the pool, shedding memories and burns purified once more, waiting the rise of a new Yin Yuan to re-enter. But the ink pool too must flow in harmony. If its water stagnate, ink souls may become trapped, unable to reincarnate. Where still, if imbalance takes hold, the pool may reverse its flow, devouring the world beyond to fill its lack. Even if what is devoured is patched and pieced back together, it will eventually collapse from within. Thus, the more Yin Yuan are formed in his land, and the deeper those bonds, the more stable the cycle becomes. Life begins to flourish, and the Danqing realm slowly shifts from a mere painting to a living reality. its once empty spaces blossoming into endless rivers and mountains. As for us Inklings, when Artist Cat first began sketching life, her skills were still unrefined. Ink touched paper, but without flesh or bone, we became what we are: light, thin, paper-bodied sprites. And that's how we Inklings came to be. From then on, we often kept Artist Cat company. She gave us names, laughed with us, and taught us the craft we came to love. Writing all this leaves a heaviness in my heart. As for what came next, well, let's leave that for another time. Cool. I was gonna say there had to have been something up here. There we go, got the scroll. And a chest. I'm back. I found a scroll. Milian, I found this. Take a look. Could this be the painting you've been looking for? The brushwork, the ink, and the contents. That woman dressed as an artist picking up a child by the shore, teaching and guiding them until the child could dot the eye with a brush. Not a single stroke out of place. Is definitely the one. After all the twists and turns, it's still you who retrieved it. I'm truly sorry for the trouble. If you feel that way, then from now on you can take even better care of it. How does that sound? Perfect. I'll find the finest wooden box, wrap it in the softest silk, and make sure I never let you down again, Artist Nikki. That's odd. Nikki, the child in the painting from being found in a apprentice to becoming an eye-dotting artist. That's your life story, isn't it? But the painting was created when you were still Artist Cat. Could it be that you already knew what was going to happen? I believe it wasn't a prediction of the future, but rather a wish from my heart at that time. A wish that the more I hear, the more confused I get. You're not alone. I am also confused. Also, where is Artist Nikki? That me once witnessed Mirrorland collapse. Mountains shattered, rivers torn apart, loved ones scattered, and everything cherished turned to dust. That's why I couldn't bear it in my heart. Using the remnants of mountains and rivers along with the ink soul, I painted this world. Slowly it came to life. Lush trees grew, people thrived, and it became more and more like the world I once knew. So again, was this an alternate version of you, or is this really actually you? Back then, that me must have been full of longing, hoping to have a home to return to, someone to be with, and things to look forward to once more. But at that time, my days were few, so I could only pour my unspoken wishes into the painting, using it as a way to hold on to hope. But I didn't expect how wonderfully fate would weave its threads through the world. Yes, when Yui Bai sealed the cycle, it seemed like a hopeless situation. But it also triggered that strange rain. Ironically, it was that very rain that carried the painting into the Danqing realm, where it merged with the rules of this world. And so, the unfinished dream found its echo in the world. By the stream in Inkville, a naive child named Nikki came into being. Oh, interesting! Back then, that me had no ink soul, just a figure sketched on paper, living only by the story written on the scroll. When the story ended, the life of Artist Nikki might have been meant to end as well. Oh, so Artist Nikki was in reality a picture that Cat Nikki had made, and it ultimately fell into the pool. But since they didn't have a soul, the figure basically just did what was in the story there. Oh, so that's why everyone said you were always so quiet back then. Now it all makes sense. Yes, but luckily, because the thread of Yin Yuan have continued through 1,000 years, the painted world became a real one. That's how the Sea of Stars was able to capture it, and how we got the chance to come here. Wow, this really is the most extraordinary part of our journey across Wishfield. Yes, here I've traced back the past, many of my unfulfilled wishes, and become Artist Nikki. I can feel worry and joy, choose who to walk alongside, and follow my heart to protect my world. So, in a sense, is it possible that Artist Nikki, we are actually inhabiting Artist Nikki's body as like a medium in order to interact with this world? Yin Yuan is truly wonderful. Yes, perhaps that's exactly why I chose Yin Yuan as the bond to sustain the flow of this world from the very beginning. Encounters, bonds, and friendships between people can create countless miracles. On a small boat of Yin Yuan, countless souls drift across the boundless ink-colored river, returning home. Interesting. Let me just grab these two while I'm here. Alright. Okay, we're back at... Okay. Why is Long up there? Or someone... is someone wearing the outfits? I think someone's wearing the outfits. Anywho... Nikki, the scroll suddenly vanished. Do you think we'll be able to reach Danqing Island again? Oh, we better! Don't worry, I can still feel it. The scroll disappeared, but the connection between Danqing Island and the CSR is still there. Come to think of it, the strange changes on Danqing were caused by Yubai, who was contaminated by dark essence. Okay. Oh, okay. That apparently completed the quest. For some reason. Alright, we're back at the Long Pagoda. Looks like now we could just teleport into this place directly now. I was scared there for a moment. The doors are open. Am I gonna get into a boss fight? Don't be a boss fight, don't be a boss fight, don't be a boss fight. Okay, I think I'm good. Let us just quietly leave. And nothing else is gonna happen. Alright. So it looks like that's all we had to do in that one. So now all that's left is one more. Technically two more. Hello. What are we all talking about? Fu Ling, have you seen Jiao Zi around? Her mother and I are worried she might run into trouble up on the back mountain. Uncle Liu, Auntie Liu, please don't worry. Jiao Zi went to the back mountain to gather materials for her Rong Hua. It'll take a while, so she won't be back right away. I know, but still. Oh, it isn't that artist Nikki? What a coincidence. Have you seen our girl today? Jiao Zi, I haven't seen her today. Is there something you need? We're just so worried about her. Ever since you saved Jiao Zi, artist Nikki, we've been afraid that if we let our guard down for even a second, she might vanish again. Especially since no one's been to the back mountain in years. Just the thought of it makes us uneasy. How could I possibly focus on selling vegetables with all that on my mind? Auntie Lee, Uncle Lee, I've also been to the back mountain. There's nothing scary there at all. It's quite safe, I say, ignoring all the S-lings. I understand how much you care about Jiao Zi, but you worrying too much will only make you panic. For now, try to put your minds at ease. Artist Nikki is right, and even though Jiao Zi is still young, she's brave and smart. She can look after herself. You two should head back and stop worrying. We get what you mean, it's just, alright, we won't worry so much for now. But if you do see her, please ask her to come home early. Don't keep us waiting and worrying. I truly understand her worries. When my father first returned home, I wanted to keep an eye on him every moment, afraid that this reunion might just be a fleeting dream. Fu Ling, don't be afraid. Uncle Meng really is back for good this time. From now on, there won't be any strange rains taking people away without reason. I understand, it's just... I have one more favor to ask of you, Artist Nikki. Jiao Zi is naturally free-spirited. She feels a bit constrained by her parents' excessive worry, but since she knows it's out of love, she tries not to get upset. Today, she went to the back mountain partially to clear her mind. I didn't expect Uncle Liu and Auntie Liu to worry so much. I'm afraid when Jiaozi returns, she might argue with her parents again, so I wanted to give Jiaozi a heads up first. Unfortunately, I have something to attend to today, so I have to trouble you to deliver the message. Jiaozi has always admired you, so I'm sure she'll listen to you more. You're really thoughtful. Don't worry, just leave it to me. How do I get up there? Oh, here we go. Aha! I could just be overthinking this. I don't need to actually get higher up, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's probably gonna take me down here. There they are. Huh? Artist Nikki, what are you doing here in the middle of nowhere? I came especially to find you, Jiaozi. Honestly, I'm not like Tian. I can get up the back mountain with my eyes closed. What's there to worry about? I clearly said I'd be back before dinner, so why do they have to bother you? That reaction, Fu Ling's worries really weren't without reason. Xiaozi, calm down. You only just went missing once, and so Uncle Liu and Auntie Liu having you back is a precious blessing. It's only natural they're extra worried about your safety. I know, but I'm still mad. Ever since I came back, they've been praising the wrong Hua I made, and they don't compare me to others like before. I thought maybe they really had changed. But in the end, they still don't fully trust me. They doubt that I can take care of myself. Otherwise, why would something as simple as me going to the back mountain cause them so much worry? It's what parents do. I don't think they don't trust you, it's just that they have a hard time trusting themselves because they once lost you. So even if they understand the reasons, their hearts tied to you can't help but be unsettled. At least they've begun to change, and that's a good sign, Jiaozi. Try to give them a bit more time. I believe Uncle Liu and Auntie Liu will come around eventually. Thank you for being so kind, Artist Nikki. I know I can be a bit patient sometimes, but deep down, I really hope I could be more like you and calm and dependable. Why compare yourself to me? What they did that day was indeed wrong. It's only natural that you felt upset and worried about it. Thank you! Learning to treat you well is the most important lesson your parents need to learn right now. But no matter what others say, Xiaozi, you should firmly believe in yourself and know your true worth. Look, you're skillful and clever. Just look at the beautiful Ronghua you created. You're straightforward and sincere, which is why Tian, Shu, and the others all enjoy being your friends. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. In Inkville, there's only one Jiaozi. Your skill, your personality, your thoughts and experiences are all unique and precious. Thank you so much, Artist Nikki. I promise I won't say any more discouraging things. Once I apprentice under Master Scarlet and master the craft, I'll create Ronghua that everyone will praise and love. That's great, so when do you plan to start your apprenticeship? I'll go once I've made the best Ronghua. I still need to find some brow cat fluff, but I'm sure I'll have it before dinner. How about I help you look? I'm pretty good at gathering materials. I really don't want to bother you with such a small thing. No need to worry about it. The sooner you find the materials, the sooner you can head home. Your parents can rest easier, and you can get started in your Ronghua and visit your future master. Thank you, Artist Nikki. In that case, well, I only need 2 more pieces of brow cat fluff. Would you please help me find them? Brow cat, eh? Okay, so let's go ahead and get the animal grooming ability, and then let's start searching. Oh, I think I found one. No, don't run away! No! Get back here. And they disappeared. Great. Just great. Okay, good, they're back. Now let's carefully walk up to them. I'm assuming this is the animal we're looking for. There, little kitty cat. Yep, that's one. I need one more. And the question is, where is that last one? You're amazing, artist Nikki. The brow cat fluff you brought have an even nicer sheen than the ones I used to buy in town. I can't wait to get back and use it to finish my Ronghua. Oh, I'm good. I've heard your parents praise your craftsmanship before. I'm sure Artisan Scarlet would be just as impressed with your Ronghua. Wait, they actually said that to you? I'm sure they'll have even more reason to praise me in the future. Now that I got the brow cat fluff, I should be able to finish the Ronghua in a couple days. Wow. But, well, actually, I've seen that shy look before. Xiaozi, do you have something else you want to ask Nikki for? Actually, even if none of this had happened today, I still would have come looking for artist Nikki. I'd like to ask you to be my recommender when I go to apprentice under Master Scarlet. Ah, sure. I haven't had much interaction with Master Scarlet, so I'm a little worried of that. Suddenly asking to be apprentice might come off too abrupt and get rejected. I figured having a recommendation from you could boost my chances, but honestly it's only a small concern. I see, if you trust me, I definitely wouldn't say no, but as a painter, my expertise isn't in Ronghua. Am I really the right person to recommend you? Of course you are. When I used to sneak into the Ronghua workshop, walk around, I often heard the masters praising you. Then I'm taking it as a yes. Let's meet tomorrow at the Ronghua workshop, okay? I was just wondering why the little girl kept looking my way for so long. Would you actually come over or not? So that's it. She was waiting for Nikki to come along too. You already noticed me? I really thought it hid well. I mean, you're just standing on the road here, you know, staring directly in front of them, so I wouldn't really say you were hidden. That's so embarrassing. It's okay, Xiaozi. Relax, Master Scarlet. We're here today for something really important. I know my skills still have a long way to go, but I'm ready to put in the hard work. Master Scarlet, please give me a chance to be your apprentice. Haha, Xiaozi, do you know what I've been thinking? I was thinking finally the little girl who used to sneak around learn in secret has come openly to call me Master. Wait! Master Scarlet, you didn't just notice her today, did you? You probably had your eye on Xiaozi for a long time. This girl comes to our workshop every day, her eyes lighting up whenever she sees Ronghua. It's hard not to notice her. Master Scarlet. Xiaozi, what should you say now? Oh, Master, from now on I'll study under you and won't let you down. Good, good, you're a good kid, and as long as you're willing to learn, I, Scarlet, will teach you everything I know. And thank you, Nikki, for coming with her and helping me find such a promising apprentice. You're too kind, I didn't do much. It's all Xiaozi's genuine desire to learn. Without that, I wouldn't have made that recommendation. No, Artist Nikki, you helped me a lot. I always say I'm fearless, but when it comes to approaching a master, I was really scared. Before, I used to sneak into the workshop, and if the master spoke to me, I'd run off immediately. I was afraid the master would think I was odd and refuse to take me on. Luckily, you agreed to help me, which gave me the courage to speak up. You're truly my great benefactor. Please accept this. I made 2 Ronghua for the apprenticeship. One for the master, one for you. They're not perfect yet, but once I've improved, I'll make an even prettier one for you. If that's the case, then I look forward to it with all my heart. Alright. And with that, I think we now have one more of the side quests left. Alright. Why, hello there, Miss Bai. Miss Bai not recognizing us must be connected to the gate closing. I need to take note of this right away. What's the point of writing everything down? My tea leaves are getting damp and now I can't cook my barbecue. The horror! What to do, what to do. We can't go home. Miss Long doesn't recognize us. Miss Dodo, Mozu, Miss Mo, what brings you 3 here? Nikki, they've been like this for quite a while now. No matter how I try to talk to them, they just don't listen. I was just strolling by the pagoda enjoying the view when to my surprise I found these individuals blocking the way. The paw is there. I've never met them before, but for some reason they call me Miss Long and went on and on about the Twin Side Gate in Long Peak. I have no idea what they're talking about. But when I said that, they got even more frantic. Crying, yelling, panicking. I didn't know what to do. They're my friends. Dramatic friends. They're from the mountains and probably haven't had a chance to meet many outsiders. I think they were just drawn to you because they sensed the good in you. Please let me handle this. But you're in full panic mode right now. They haven't heard a word you said. What should we do? I do have an idea, though. I'm not sure if it'll work. Nikki, how do you feel about using music? I've heard that music can soothe the mind and calm restless thoughts. Maybe a song could settle them down, but I don't have any instruments right now. Great idea. I actually have the perfect outfit and instrument for a performance. I'll take care of this. Oh, I'm gonna have to relearn this. This song, it sounds so familiar. Miss Cat used to play this song. Oh, it's Miss Nikki! Miss Nikki, we're panicking so much we didn't even notice you arriving. It's okay, don't worry about it. What happened? We sensed a disturbance in the ink pool on Long Peak. There's a disturbance in the force. That, along with our wish to see you and Miss Bai, led us to come down here and investigate. But right after we passed through the twin side gate, it snapped shut with a pop. Now we can't get back and the others can't come through. We looked everywhere trying to find Miss Bai, hoping she could help us, but she didn't even remember us, which caused us to freak out. I see, actually. Yui Bai. I never expected things to be this complicated. If I had to guess, I'd say the twin side gate lost its power because Danqing Island is no longer sustained by the power of Long. If Long doesn't return, does that mean the twin side gate will never open again? Wait, I have an idea. You're made of paper, right? You're super light. Just ride the wind and float down. No way. The cliffs of Long Peak are steep and the waters below run deep and fast. With our fragile bodies, if we fail, who knows where we end up? Let me think. Momo and I first entered the Danqing realm from a scroll at the back of the mount. From there, we were able to get to Long Peak. Your bodies aren't all that different from ink souls, and the waters in the Danqing realm are entirely ink-based too. You should be able to travel through them. Maybe that could open up a new way for you to travel between the two places. Traveling through the Danqing realm, if this works, it could be the perfect solution. To put everyone's mind at ease, I'm willing to try it first and chart the way for everyone else. However, to be absolutely safe, I do have one request. Miss Nikki, would you mind waiting for me at the entrance of Long Peak? That way, if anything unexpected happens, we'll be able to figure something out. Okay, we'll head to Long Peak now and wait to hear from you. Alright. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. Is Miss Mo planning on writing a whole book in there? All this waiting is making me nervous. She didn't get lost in there, did she? She's been in there for quite a while. Miss Mo is pretty level-headed. I'm sure she'll be able to find a way through. Aha! Transition with the pole there. Miss Nikki, good news. The route works. Miss Mo, you're amazing. The journey has its twists and turns, but finding a way through made it all worthwhile for everyone. Not bad, not bad. So if I ever want to come down the mountain to enjoy some music and a plate of barbecue, I could just walk right through. Fantastic. You're always thinking about food. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were born in the kitchen, not from ink. Let's hurry back and share the good news with Yui Bai and the others. They must be really anxious. Hold on, I need to make one more trip just to be sure. I only came from the Danqing realm to here earlier. I haven't checked if we can go back the other way. Miss Nikki, please go on ahead. Once I've made sure everything's okay, I'll come find you. Then we'll be waiting for you at the Long Pagoda. Please be careful. We're back! Nikki, is everything alright? Has that Miss Mo found a way back home? Yeah. Is she alright? Did she run into any trouble? Don't worry, we, didn't let you guys down. You just stuck onto my back, didn't you? From now on, we could travel freely between Long Peak and Inkville through the Danqing realm. That's great, now I can finally go to the village to see what tea people are drinking and what snacks go with them. I can't let my skills go to waste. I'll make sure to brew the perfect pot of tea for Miss Nikki. I'm glad we could return. This trip has nearly drained all my ink. It's fun and exciting out here, but I much prefer Long Peak. I just want to go back to watching over the warehouse and the ledgers. Having the freedom to choose where we go, that's what truly matters. As for me, I found the Danqing realm both elegant and peaceful, just to my liking. So I decided to make it my permanent home and continue my writing from there. Miss Nikki, we're truly grateful to have you here. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stuck at the foot of the mountain. Everyone's safe now, and that's what matters most. From here on out, you're free to follow your own paths. Well then, we should start making our way back. Next time, we'll bring some fresh barbecue for everyone. Bye! Here, one moment, gone the next. I guess that's one of the benefits of being made of paper. One gust of wind and poof, they're gone. Having a place to go and a goal to pursue, that in itself is a blessing. As for me, I am alone, with no past to claim and no place to call my own. If you have no past, then let today be a new beginning, and if you have no place to go, I'll stay with you until you find one. But the world is so vast, where would I even begin looking? A place to go, a place you would like, right? The eye-dotting stage. When the eye-dotting ceremony begins, dancer will take the stage to perform. I've seen it before. The lead dancer wore a pure white dress. Her performance was so mesmerizing, I remember it like it was yesterday. Maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Yuibai, you and she have quite a similar poise and presence. Why not visit a dance troupe? Maybe that could be the place for you. Well, I could tell you're unsure. How about this? Just go take a casual look around, see if anything catches your eye. If you like the place, wait for me there. If not, feel free to leave anytime, no pressure at all. Mo and I will join you there. How does that sound? That sounds fine. I'll take a look around then. Alright, to the stage we go. Oh, something caught her eye, it seems. That dancer seems like she should let the person who left step forward first, but who am I to say? I'm unfamiliar with their dance routine. I should just mind my own business. Yuibai, you're still here. Have you figured anything out? Not really. I just stayed a bit longer watching the dancers. I noticed a few seem a little unsure about their steps and positioning. Are you wondering if you should give them a few pointers? I wouldn't say pointers, just some thoughts. I'm not sure they'd be open to hearing them. I might just end up annoying them. Who knows? It could do more harm than good if it just confuses them. Even so, when you're caught up in something, it's often hard to see the problem clearly. Sometimes just one word from someone else can clear things up. Go on, Yuibai. Tell them what's on your mind. I'll be right here with you. Thank you, Nikki. I'll give it a try then. Nikki, what brings you here? And this is, when did someone this unusual visit our village? I can't believe I've got no winds of it. Miss Sui, this is Yuibai, a friend I met recently. She knows the dancers were having some trouble and wanted to share a few ideas with you. Please excuse me, I hope I'm not being rude. It's not really my place to comment on their work, so if you prefer I'd stay quiet, just let me know. Please, any friend of Nikki's is a friend of mine. The art of dancing is all about expressing what you know. If you have any thoughts, feel free to share. In that case, allow me to share my thoughts. Y'all are terrible. Absolutely dreadful. From what I saw just now, although the dancer steps were sharp, their formations felt a bit stiff. In my humble opinion, the spirit flows through the body, guiding each step. Though the movements may differ, the energy and rhythm should be in harmony. It's not about every step matching perfectly, but about moving together in rhythm and emotion. Let the spirit flow through the body, guiding each step. Amazing, Yuibai. My young friend, you're a genius. Ah, that's it. No wonder I felt so tense and awkward earlier. Your advice is amazing. I understand what you mean, but I'm a bit slow at picking things up. Yuibai, would you mind giving me a demonstration? I'm afraid I'm not that much of a dancer. I might just end up confusing everyone. What you said makes perfect sense. I'm sure you're a better dancer than you realize. If you're feeling unsure about giving a demonstration, how about letting me do it for you? We can make a rhythm game out of it. Me too. I'll be right by your side, making sure you know what dance move comes next. I don't know. Don't trust Momo. Alright, let's go ahead and take a photo. Ah, so this is where you breathe into the movement, letting your strength follow the flow of energy instead of forcing it. I never realized that before, thanks. I learned so much, thank you, Miss Bai and Miss Nikki. Yui Bai's movements are fluid and graceful, effortless yet controlled, embodying the poise of a true master. Nikki, you're just as impressive. Your response was perfectly timed and flowed seamlessly, complimenting Yui Bai beautifully. You're too kind. Miss Sui, why not invite Yui Bai to join your dance troupe? Yui Bai's insight and skill in dance are truly outstanding. However, since you've been so preoccupied with selecting the eye-dotting artist, you might not have been aware of this. Since our dance troupe is tasked with performing the ritual dance during the Yin Yuan Festival, every one of our members is selected months, even a whole year ahead of time, through a series of rigorous trials. We train and rehearse our routine every day without fail. If we suddenly add a new member, they won't have enough time to learn all the new routines, and we'd have to redo the choreography. It just wouldn't make sense. Miss Sui is right. The others have earned their place through blood, sweat, and tears. I shouldn't discount their efforts over just a few words. It would be disrespectful, and it's not something I ever want to do. The Yin Yuan Festival means a lot to everyone. We need to honor the tradition and treat it with the respect it deserves. If we suddenly made a change, it wouldn't just delay rehearsals, it would also be unfair to the dancers who have worked so hard up to this point. We don't want to set a precedent for taking shortcuts. Sorry, I was just trying to help. Just pretend I never say anything, okay? Looks like we'll have to help Yui Bai find another path then. To go? Is Yui Bai looking for a job? She's lost her memory and doesn't know where she came from or where to go. We thought since she has no family or friends, we could help her find a place where she feels she belongs, somewhere she can settle down and live in peace. From the way Yui Bai speaks and acts, she's clearly very well-read and articulate. The dance troupe may not be the answer, but why not take her to the Si Wen Zi? She might have some work that's more suitable for Yui Bai. Yui Bai, would you like to visit Miss Wen? Thank you, Miss Nikki, and everyone here has been so kind to me. I really have no reason to say no. It's just I never met Miss Wen, so I may need you to show me the way. There's no need for us to be so formal. Miss Wen's place is a front for here. Let's go see her now. Well, off we go. Miss Wen, there's a question I've long carried in my heart that I struggled to understand. Lan and I once vowed to be friends and never let each other down. We even exchanged Ranghua in front of the eye-dotting stage. But I've heard that once caught in the cycle of reincarnation, all memories of the past fade away. Does that mean the vows we made and the bond between us are doomed to disappear? In the next life, the Ranghua may still remain, but I fear we won't recognize each other anymore. My student is troubled by matters of Yin Yuan. Nikki, you come at just the right time. Would you be willing to help her resolve her doubts? I think that nothing in this world is certain. Some people cling to the loves of their past lives, and others carry the grudges only to find they faded away in this life. Rather than worrying about the future, it's better to cherish the bonds we have now. But then again, Yin Yuan is never so easy to find. What I've said is just my humble opinion. Yui Bai, is there anything you'd like to add? Not exactly, but I did suddenly recall a story. Once there were two sisters in the village who'd been close since childhood. During the Yin Yuan festival, they exchanged Yang Bao and prayed to stay family in their next life. Later, after reincarnation, they forgot everything. One day, one of them happened to come across an old Jiang Bao. The moment she saw it, she was filled with joy, though she didn't know why it was there or where did it come from. She still hung it by her window. The other girl often passed by that window. Seeing the Jiang Bao, she felt something familiar about it, but never stopped to take a closer look. One day, the Jiang Bao was blown to the ground by the wind. The second girl picked it up, intending to return to its owner. When the two girls met, they felt an instant connection. Afterward, they often sat beneath that window, sharing stories, though no longer bound by blood or memory. The bond of sisterhood lingered on, and that Jiang Bao remains hanging by the window. So in my humble view, Yin Yuan isn't bound by memories, but is rooted deep within the heart. Whether Ronghua or promise, the intention isn't to make each other remember, but to leave a thread to follow in the future. Through countless journeys change our faces beyond recognition, as long as the heart holds true, Yin Yuan will lead us to meet once more. Thank you for your guidance. I think I understand now. To resolve the heart's confusion with a simple story. That truly is an amazing talent to have, Miss Bai. Miss Wen, we actually came here today because we wanted to help Yui Bai find a suitable job. I see, judging by Miss Bai's knowledge and demeanor, she's more than qualified to become a teacher. Yep, that tracks. However, what I teach are things written in books. Ever since the public became aware of reincarnation, what they need now is someone who can dispel the confusion about Yin Yuan. After hearing Miss Bai's words, I can't think of anyone more suitable. Would you be interested in starting a class on that subject? I'll give it a try. I don't remember anything about my past, but there's a lingering unease in my heart, as if it carries countless sorrows and joys, though I don't know where they come from or who I could even share them with. As I spoke just now, the weight of my chest seemed to lift, like a long-held question suddenly answered, and now I feel an ease and calm unlike anything I've ever known. If a few simple words can ease another's sorrow and bring some comfort to my own heart, then perhaps this is what I'm meant to do. I'm just not sure where I should hold the classes. There's no rush. Let's take a walk around the village. I'm sure you'll see something you like. Well, let's go follow her. The pagoda? What's up? What do you see? Yep. That pagoda. I remember it. That day I woke beneath the pagoda, my past erased, unaware of where I come from or where I was meant to go. Though the world was vast, yet there was nowhere I belong. It was you who came to me then, offering a gift, hoping to forge a yin yuan and create a connection between us. From that moment on, I no longer felt like a drifter destined to wander. And this is just the beginning. In the years to come, you'll meet many more people and form countless new bonds. Yes, that's precisely why I've made up my mind. If I'm to teach others about Yin Yuan, I should start by telling them how I came to know it myself. It was my first step in this world, so it should be, yep, the place where I belong. It's right under that very pagoda. That's where my classroom should be. Alright! Let me just check on one other thing. Yep, with that, we have finished off with all the side quests. Bonded in Danqing and worldly encounters are all done. Alright, and now we got basically all the mini games and collections at this point. Light at the end of the tunnel. Almost there.